afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Are you doing well?
Yeah, I'm happy.
I have become the old man on the lawn. It happened last night. I'm sick of it. I'm upset with myself.
You're going to yell at the cloud?
I'm going to drown myself in sorrow, Evan, which means jujubes. Later on today. No, I'm watching the NBA Finals last night. And
They're shooting too many threes.
No, I don't care about that. I don't mind the evolution of the game that we watch.
Yep.
Like, the NFL's gone from a running game to a passing game. I'm okay with that.
Right.
The NBA's gone from, layups and dunks to three-point shots. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is every single play, somebody's got to complain to the refs. I turned it off last night.
You turned off Game 5 of the NBA Finals?
I turned off Game 5 last night in the fourth quarter.
This was the moment where, after watching a lot of NBA like you do, like I do.
I watch a lot of NBA.
We watch a lot of regular season. We watch a lot of bad basketball, okay?
Yes, sir.
You watched a healthy dose of your quote-unquote best player arguing and then not getting back on defense all season long.
Yeah.
And you never turned the TV off.
That's right.
But Game 5 of the NBA Finals, you had enough.
I have officially become the old man yelling. I'm like Harry Rose. I've become the old man yelling on the lawn.
Come on, really?
Oh, it's unwatchable, dude. I hate it. And today is the anniversary. It's a big anniversary today. Today is the anniversary. I believe it's the 24th anniversary, which is crazy to me.
24 years.
24 years
that
ago
means
today.
1998. Oh, I know what that means.
Today is the 24th anniversary of the last basket Michael Jordan ever made for the Chicago Bulls. Thank you, Darren Ravel.
Yes.
How about that?
You know what bothers me about that clip? And it's not that Michael pushed off. You know what bothers me about that clip?
What's that?
And this relates to last night. How do you not send a double at Michael Jordan?
I mean, you're critiquing the coaching now of Jerry Sloan?
He's Michael Jeffrey freaking Jordan.
Yeah.
The whole world knows he's taking that shot.
Of course he
Can you
is.
send help?
Well, then it's send
help.
I've got him. I could take him one-on-one.
Steph Curry can't hit a shot last night, and they're doubling him constantly, rightfully so.
That's right.
Because at any moment he could explode.
They changed it up last night.
Yet 24 years ago today,
that's right,
the greatest athlete I've ever seen. I stand by that.
Sure.
Couldn't see a double?
Nope. So it's been 24 years since Michael Jordan last played for the Bulls. That's crazy to me.
I know, man.
And I know it was a year and a half ago. Everybody sat at home during COVID, and you watched The Last Dance, and you reminisced about the great Jordan moments and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah.
It's been a quarter of a century.
He was that impactful.
Since he last made a shot for the Bulls.
He was that impactful. He's my childhood. For anyone in our mid to late 30s, early 40s.
All of us.
That's our
childhood.
childhood.
All of us guys in our mid-40s.
Well, yeah.
In our late 30s, early 40s, all of us guys.
Right.
He's our childhood.
We grew up with Michael Jordan.
Yes,
we
I did.
grew up mostly hating him, admiring him, a lot of us loving him and becoming Chicago Bull fans. He was our childhood. He was our guy.
It is weird a guy like that because as Knicks fans, which you're not, but you can appreciate this, of course, as a New Yorker and as a sports fan, I think the majority, not all, of course, of New Yorkers ran the gamut you just said. Mm-hmm. Hating him.
Yep.
Respecting him.
Yep.
Missing him.
Yes.
Loving him.
There's no athlete that fits that anymore.
Right? Like I'm trying to think. Hate, love, no.
Right.
Hate, respect, miss, love.
Bro, there's no athlete.
It's like a lot of girls I dated back in college.
It's similar.
Yes.
There's no athlete, even Tom Brady, doesn't fit that description. Even Tom Brady, who when you look at the success he had at the hands of us as Jet fans, not Giant fans, it's a little bit different because you beat him twice.
Yeah.
Even he was never able to get to that pantheon of emotions that Michael Jordan got
I think
to.
Brady's pretty close.
No, he's not.
I think Brady's gone from hated
No.
to respected.
Okay.
We haven't missed him because he hasn't left.
I'm never going to miss him.
Not only does he not leave, he's doing more than ever. He's everywhere. Clothing company. He's selling cryptocurrency. He's everywhere. But we love him.
Do we love him? We love him now. Listen, I can only speak for myself. I'll never love him.
I love him.
God.
I love him.
And you love Michael Jordan? You've come around for full-blown love?
I love Michael Jordan in an unhealthy manner. I do. I love Michael Jordan.
Do you?
How do you not love Michael Jordan? Come on.
How do I not?
Michael Jordan is an assassin even after his career.
No. You could have great respect for someone. You could say they're the greatest athlete you've ever seen. Things I think. But I would never say I love Michael Jordan. I'm not even a Knicks fan. Michael really didn't even do that much damage to me. I faced him one time in the playoffs. It was like a non-series. I admit that. So it's not like he inflicted emotional damage on me the way he did to you.
Oh, he ended he ended every season for me.
I'm
basically.
aware.
Yeah.
You should despise Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I love him.
You shouldn't love him.
I love him.
You do.
Matter
but
of
you
fact,
shouldn't.
I have great regret as a sports fan hating him.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're mad that you hated a guy that beat your ass every
year? When I
year?
look back on my fandom,
Yeah.
I despised Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Because Michael
Rightfully so.
Jordan was the obvious roadblock to the New York Knicks winning a title. Granted, and the 2 years, of course, they went to the finals. How'd they go there? Obvious, right?
Yeah, Michael wasn't there.
Right,
is how they
exactly, right?
Right.
So Michael Jordan, I'm sure Cavaliers fans feel the same way because they had those great teams that couldn't get past the Jordan Bulls either with, Craig Elo and Brad
Price.
Daugherty and Mark Price. And that was a great team.
Right.
They couldn't get past Jordan. They hated Jordan.
Right.
But I wish I loved them.
You wish you loved
I
him.
wish I loved them. Like, I look back on life and I look at certain things that I felt a certain way in the moment. And now with great clarity, as an older person, I look back and I go, boy, all the great things I missed out on in life because of my stupid emotions.
No, it's called being a fan. Like,
No.
why would you love someone that beat you?
No.
Like, I don't love
How
Chipper
could
Jones
you
only
hate Michael Jordan?
because he kept you.
What an idiot I was.
Because he kept you on more than one occasion from getting to your ultimate goal as a fan. That's why.
It'd be like, I'll give you an example.
Go
I'll give you
ahead.
an example in your world.
Yeah, go
okay?
ahead.
It would be like Evan Roberts hating Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I do.
Can't hate the guy.
I do hate him.
Oh, he's so much fun to
In
watch.
a sports world, Chipper Jones, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
How can you hate Chipper Jones?
Excuse me? And by the way, much like you with Jordan,
Yeah.
the 1 year the Mets got past Chipper Jones, someone else did their dirty work. They actually never got past Chipper
Didn't
Jones.
have to beat him, right.
The Cardinals beat the Braves, and that's how the Mets got to the World Series. But of course you sports hate a guy that kept you from winning. Michael Jordan kept you from winning.
Yeah.
You should despise him.
You know what? It's weird about it. I look back on life now, and I really dislike Patrick Ewing a lot more.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's self-loathing.
No. I dislike Patrick Ewing.
You blame him.
I blame Patrick Ewing.
Really? Wait, hold on. So let me get this straight.
Go ahead.
You blame Patrick Ewing for the fact that you couldn't get past
That's right.
the greatest athlete of our generation.
Our greatest
the
player
greatest-
wasn't good enough to beat their greatest player.
What?
Sorry.
Excuse me. What great player was good enough to be that great player? I'll wait.
Well, listen.
Go, tell me.
He
Larry Bird
he
when
only
Michael
won 6 titles.
Okay.
Took him 7 years to win the first one.
So when Michael was
So somebody beat him. Isaiah Thomas beat him.
Okay, so Isaiah
Bill
Thomas,
Laimbeer
Larry
beat him.
Bird, when Michael Jordan was still a young, he wasn't the Michael Jordan that he grew to become. Because once Michael took off,
He dropped 63 against the Celtics
Hold
his
on.
first year in the playoffs.
No.
What are you talking about?
once Michael took off as the ultimate winner in 1991.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Who beat him?
Nobody.
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 Nobody. And don't give me 1995.
Nobody.
Don't give me Shaq,
No,
okay?
no.
Nobody.
That didn't count. I
That
agree.
doesn't count.
I agree.
We throw that one away.
Although he did drop a double nickel at the Garden wearing number 45 like 2 weeks back into his return. Like, what are we
That
talking
was
about?
actually the moment where I loved Michael Jordan the most,
Yeah, of
believe it or
course you
not.
did.
I loved that.
Of course
Him
you
coming
did.
back, dropping a double nickel on
Yeah.
all you Knick fans. Michael and I had a weird relationship. I don't love him, but I appreciate
Come on, you
him.
have to love him
I didn't.
now.
I did not.
You're a father now.
I-
It's your job to love Michael Jordan.
No, it's not.
And to teach that love to your children.
Well, listen, my son knows a little bit about sports now, and the one thing he knows, you can
Yeah.
ask him, is he knows the greatest basketball player of all time is is Michael Jordan.
Does he know the name Michael Jordan?
Yes, you want to know why?
Because daddy loves him.
No, that's not why. And it's the reason why most kids will forever know the name Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Why
Because the sneakers?
close. You almost had it.
Because of Space Jam.
Of Space Jam.
1 or 2.
1.
Oh, no, your kid's 5. He wasn't
LeBron is in Space
but
Jam.
he wasn't
2.
alive for Space Jam 1.
He's watched both. It's not even close.
So your
Not-
kid's now Siskel and Ebert?
My kid is Siskel and Ebert. Doesn't like Space Jam 2. Mainly
Yeah.
because Daddy told him that Kevin Durant's better than LeBron. Even if I really don't believe that,
Yeah.
that's a fandom thing kind of happening.
Fair enough.
You got to respect that.
I mean, as a fan, I respect it. As a father, you should have your children taken away from you. But I do respect it. Meanwhile, Yankees and Mets, Evan, I feel like yesterday, well, have you ever gone to a good restaurant and they give you that thing called the intermezzo, which is nothing more than lemon sherbet, but it cleanses the palate for the next course? Do they serve that at Viviano's or no?
They do, yes. Lemon sherbet. pretty
They
much.
do
Lemon
an
ice.
intermezzo for real.
Intermezzo, yes.
They do. Between
Yes.
which dishes? Which courses?
Appetizer and dinner.
It's a little fugazi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When do you do the intermezzo?
Well, for normal Italian restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, sure.
Normal
There's
Italian restaurant.
there's a pasta course and a salad course and an entree.
No, it's not a
And
wedding.
the
It's an Italian
intermezzo
restaurant.
comes in between the pasta course and the entree. When do you guys do it?
There's appetizers and
Yeah.
then there's dinners. You can have pasta appetizer, pasta dinner.
Okay.
In between those two,
And is it,
You get the
do you have
intermezzo.
to ask for it or do you just get it?
just get it.
And it's lemon sorbet, right? Essentially, right?
essentially, yes.
Homemade or no?
That I can't speak to 100%. I don't think so, though. But
They're not doing homemade intermezzo?
yeah, okay.
They're too busy to
This is
put
why
sugar in
yeah,
water and boil
yeah.
it?
And then freeze it. Don't forget the freezing.
There's like a 35%
And then you have to
chance
freeze it?
Craig has completely forgotten his point. Let's see if he
No,
remembers.
I got-
I'm back on. I'm
There
back
you go.
on. I'm back
That's-
on.
There's a rat on the street. What else you got? Come on.
There's a huge rat
Yeah, I
in
know,
Warwick.
yeah.
Not at your place, but a huge rat in Warwick. Anyway, it's an anti-union town.
Sure.
I don't know why.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the deal, Evan.
Yes.
Yesterday, for all of us, was kind of like an intermezzo at a nice Italian dining experience like Viviano's in Warwick. You cleanse the palate. You come back after the palate cleansing for the entree.
Right.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
Give me some veal parm or whatever your delectable is, right?
Right.
I feel like for Yankee fans and Met fans, yesterday was an intermezzo. Take a little break, a little 24-hour break.
Right.
Everybody's got the day off. Both teams are coming off big wins.
Right.
Now let's go again.
I tell you, I completely agree
Don't
with
you
you.
feel that way?
100%.
I'm pumped up for tonight.
I don't know if you felt this way as Yankee fans, but as a Met fan who just watched 10 consecutive games, 8 of which started at 9:40 or later at night.
Yeah.
I was tired. Yesterday was like a day in which I said, I love baseball. I need a break.
Yeah.
I need a chance to put my pen down from scoring,
Yes.
rest my brain, and just relax.
Right.
So if that's an intermezzo, then yes,
And
I had a giant intermezzo last
Here's
night.
why Yankee fans and Met fans need to hold hands and be in a kumbaya moment.
Well, that's probably not going to happen.
I know
but go
it's
ahead.
not going to happen, but that's my dream, Evan. I have a dream, okay? Mm-hmm. And here's why. This second part of the season, after yesterday's intermezzo, both starts with pitchers that neither one of us trust. Gerrit Cole for the Yankees and Chris Bassett for the Mets.
Yeah.
A very interesting
I mean, that
dichotomy.
it's interesting. Chris
Two
Bassett.
guys. One guy said, I'm embarrassed by my last performance, and
Yeah.
it's not going to happen again. That's your guy.
Yeah.
And then there's my guy. Lack of trust.
Well, first of all, my guy in Chris Bassett has been bad 5-6 starts in a row.
fair enough.
That's a pretty big sample size. And there's a lot of theories on why, one of which is who's catching him. For whatever reason, he hasn't developed a great chemistry with Tomas Nido, which is stunning. Like, I think his ERA when Nido catches him is over 6. Whatever. Is that the reason? I don't know. Is it because he's been facing West Coast teams? Probably not. Whatever theory you want to come up with, Chris Bassett's been bad for an extended period of time. Let's see what he does tonight against Milwaukee. Your guy literally had one bad start.
But when he has a bad start, Evan,
No,
it
it
is
was-
catastrophic.
Craig, it was absolutely catastrophic. He was doing batting practice against the Minnesota Twins. No one's going to defend it. But prior to that horrible start, Gerrit Cole, over his previous 7 starts,
Yeah.
had a 2 ERA.
I don't trust him.
He was pitching on a very high
Guess
level.
what? If you polled Yankee fans right now, by all means, if you're a diehard Yankee fan, please call in. Do you trust Gerrit Cole tonight?
Trust
I
Gerrit,
don't.
Trust Gerrit Cole for what, though? A playoff game or a game against
I
the
don't
Rays on a
trust him
Tuesday night
to
in
walk
June?
my dog. Okay? I don't. And I don't know how you could. So right now it's 1-0. None of us trust Gerrit Cole. Do you trust Chris Bassett?
Well, no, he's been terrible for a month.
See, and that's why we hold hands today, Yankee fans and Met fans. After yesterday's break, we start this part of the season off with pitchers we don't trust.
If Gerrit Cole,
undefeated.
If Gerrit Cole and Chris Bassett are in that same bucket, you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. If right now we're taking Gerrit Cole, the $300 million man, and Chris Bassett, and we're arguing which one do we trust, that's a loss for you.
They're in no such bucket.
It's
They
a
could not
bucket.
be in further buckets.
Hold on,
Put them in a
excuse
bucket,
you.
Big
There's
Mac.
no buckets here.
Let's just keep the unanimous voting
there's-
going.
Yeah.
Right
one has
now,
a hole
it's
in my
1-0.
bucket, dear Liza, and the other one is a Cy Young Award candidate.
Today, do you trust Gerrit Cole?
Yes.
No, he said no.
I
See?
said yes.
2-0. You don't trust Gerrit Cole.
Of course I do.
There's a difference between wanting to trust someone and trusting someone. You trust your wife. You wanted to trust the last girlfriend you had before you met your wife. There's a difference.
No.
You
I don't
wanna
know what
trust
you're talking
Gerrit
about.
Cole?
I
It's
do
desperate.
trust Gerrit Cole.
No, you don't.
I trusted Andy Pettitte, and he was there for me most of
Okay.
the time. But then there's,
Excuse me.
Game 6
Excuse
of the
me.
2001 World Series. There are times where they don't give you that trust, but it doesn't mean you don't trust them the next time.
I didn't bring up Andy Pettitte's name.
But you brought
And the
up,
mere fact that you
I didn't
went
bring up my
to
wife's name, but yet here we
21
are.
years ago
Yeah.
for a pitcher that turned out to be a Yankee great.
Because if you polled Yankee fans,
obnoxious.
do you trust Andy Pettitte? Every one of them would
By
come
the way,
running out of the house
but
and tell you, yeah, I do.
But here's the thing. I didn't ask that question. And Andy Pettitte's career is what it is.
Yeah.
I asked a different question.
And I tried to answer it, and you told me that
so
my answer doesn't mean what I thought my answer
Keep
meant.
Andy Pettitte's name out of your MFing mouth.
Well, what's the trust question about? Tonight
Do
or in general?
you trust Gerrit Cole?
In what?
I do.
For tonight?
Not.
For tonight?
Yeah, whatever.
In
Tonight,
general?
tomorrow.
Like to walk my dog? To what?
I wouldn't let him walk my dog.
No, you wouldn't let Max Scherzer walk your dog.
I wouldn't let Max Scherzer anywhere near an animal. If I was a Met fan, I would keep him in his own cage.
He loves animals.
Yeah, he loves animals that bite him. Exactly right. All right, listen, we'll get all your calls. 877-337-6666. Starting off with Alex in Manhattan. Alex, how are you?
How you doing, guys?
What's
Great
up,
show.
Cookie? How are you?
Oh, and congratulations to your son. He sounds very good on the picking up the
My
phone. I
son,
think that's your son.
the singer.
Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony, yes. By the way, are you looking to adopt?
No.
What the hell's wrong with you?
No,
I figure it's quick
I know
money.
You're joking.
I'll sell them to you.
How much? What's the price?
I know you're joking.
4.8 million.
4.8 million?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm calling you because I know that I respect you because you don't pick a fight, but you don't mind taking your gloves off and
Yes.
finishing a fight.
That's correct.
And I was reading, I don't know if I'm late on this.
It's okay.
I mean, obviously, you guys been number one on the show, on the radio.
Yes.
Comparing to the other show.
Yes.
I'm not even going to give him. And I was reading about when he was complaining, like that you guys are number one because you guys have not handcuffed, and
Yes.
he deals with two Tiffany's. If he deals with two Tiffany's, you are the mother load of Tiffany's.
That's correct.
Like, what is he talking about when he took number one from
Francesca.
Oh, man, I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about the Coca-Cola and dropping it also. He don't mind talking about it. And now
That's
that
right.
he can't beat you, I would like to know what is your answer to him.
You have to
Because
remember-
he's complaining that he could beat you if ESPN or the Yankees take the handcuff on him. And I think that's total BS.
Well, I can't argue with that. I happen to agree with everything you said.
What was
sir.
the Tiffany stuff? What does that mean?
What the callers, what Alex is referencing, are our phenomenal success story in the ratings in comparison
Yes.
to our main competition, which isn't even on the map. And the excuse that was put out a number of months ago when we first overtook them was that he's not allowed to quote unquote go low. You and I can go
Exactly.
low. He's not allowed to go low.
We would never go
Because
low.
he works for the Yankees and for ESPN, two quote-unquote Tiffany networks and companies.
Exactly.
Okay. That might be the lamest excuse I've ever heard in my entire life
Thank you.
for getting your ass
Thank
kicked.
you.
I don't know what else to say about it, but
Thank you.
Uh,
He wants to be better, but to say that somebody else is preventing him from being number one.
Well, I would say
what a
this.
crack of BS.
stop looking at your phone during the show, maybe. Stop filling out your Yankee lineup during the show. make the audience feel like you do care about the job while you're doing it. I don't know. And I would say this. I'm your Huckleberry.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. When you first started,
You hated
and
me.
you went
I know.
away from the strictly Evan type of sport all day, I was skeptical. But you guys make the afternoon. I drive trucks. You guys make the afternoon so fun
Thank
because it's unexpected what you're going to say. And Evan, you did complete a 360 for the better. And this show is awesome. So sometimes it irks me the wrong way when people trying to make excuses and they cannot accept the L just like it is. An L, that's all. It's
Good
okay
job,
to lose.
Alex. I appreciate it, buddy. As we always say on this show, there's winners.
And then there were losers.
That's right. That's right. That's all.
By the way, a 360 means you made
Yeah.
a complete turnaround.
Yeah.
And you ended up back where you started. So it's actually a 180.
Well, no. He heard
True
you
story.
on Maxim Radio on Sirius 10 years ago.
So that's
Yeah.
Trust me, nobody did. So
Nobody heard that show?
Very few.
You kidding me? That's a very nice compliment. We do appreciate it
Thank
very
you.
much. But I would say this. If you do ultimately want to beat us in ratings, I don't care what show you are, right? I give you the advice that my program director gave me when I was doing mornings at WNEW with Blaine Ensley, okay? And we were last place, legitimately. And he had a little one of those little yellow sticky notes. I've told you this story before.
Yes.
But apropos of this call, I will tell the story again.
Sure.
And in very small letters, because Jeremy Coleman wrote in beautiful penmanship, in very small letters, he said, here are the list of how to get better ratings. Number 1, do better shows. There was no number 2.
That was it. Number 2, repeat number 1.
There was no number 2. Number 1, do better shows. That's all there was. So there you go.
That was the same guy that hired me from Maxim Radio, believe it or
Who,
not.
Jeremy Coleman?
Yes.
Is he still there?
I think so.
He's
yeah.
a very nice man.
A great guy.
I have great respect for Jeremy Coleman. He was my guy.
He's a great radio mind.
I don't know about that. But
No, he is.
He gets credit for bringing me to New York, so I'll give him that. I mean, if that's being a great radio mind, then have at it.
Great radio
I don't know.
mind.
He didn't make any other decisions that worked out at that radio station but hiring me. 877-337-6666. Apparently, I'm going to win this little vote in a landslide. Yankee fans are ready to speak if they trust Gerrit Cole. And once again, my finger is on the pulse of humanity.